What up, y'all? We back again with another One Piece chapter 1091 review. Let's get into it. Goda, the man, the myth, the legend, hits us with that fire week on week, and us, his loyal subjects, will continue to follow him until we hit that One Piece. Let's go. So Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats are 100 times stronger compared to when they were at Sabaody when they fought Kizaru. I mean, because we all know how that turned out, right? Yeah. But Rayleigh did actually show up to do some damage control. And I mean, if he didn't, probably could have been worse. Probably. So the time skip has pretty much allowed the Straw Hats to grow to such an extent that now that their encounters with the admirals have actually changed significantly when you think of pre-time skip versus post-time skip. So for example, Aokiji, right? Probably the most laid-back admiral the whole time. Does whatever he wants, when he wants, on his own time. So on sight, he froze Robin. She was done. Luffy tried to spin the block. He was done. Zoro came in, another one. Double team, they were done. My point is that yeah, they didn't run away, but they couldn't do nothing against this dude at all. This dude was so chill. Dude actually grabbed his bicycle, rode on the water, and left. So up next, we got Kizaru, right? And I mean, this guy arguably is probably the most mysterious out of all the admirals. We don't really know much about him except for the last few things we learned in these last couple chapters. And I mean, we on 1091. Come on, man. This guy cleaned house with all the supernova. Brook and Usopp couldn't even touch him. Even used Luffy as a kicking bag. Luffy lost his whole crew because of this guy. Case in point, they couldn't do nothing. Funny enough, Luffy actually made a team call to actually regroup. And that's Luffy. Luffy don't run from nobody. So up next, we got Akainu, right? And I mean, ain't really much to really say about this guy except the fact that one, clearly him and Dragon got history. Actually, I lied. This guy left a whole new tattoo on Luffy's chest. Then killed his brother at point blank range. Definitely gonna need a lot of therapy for that. Now, if you look at Fujitora, right? After Aokiji, he was definitely the most stand-up guy out of all of them. Maybe neck and neck between him and Aokiji. So he fought with Zoro, and then he actually clashed with Luffy and Zoro. Man, and we all know who took this guy out. But, you know, we gonna see that eventually, right? The Straw Hats were literally waiting for this guy. So at this point in time, you can pretty much tell how strong they had become at this point in time. Now, this is where everything comes full circle, right? Luffy literally stops as he's running with everybody. So Luffy says to Kizaru, long time no see, and then goes straight for the attack. Zero hesitation. He then proceeds to tell him we're 100 times stronger than we were 2 years ago. This is a real wholesome moment, just because before the Straw Hats would go from being completely outclassed to either having to run away or have a brief exchange where they would probably lose with an admiral and whatnot, to the point where now they're actually able to stand up to admirals now. So now we got Kizaru and Sentomaru. This was a very entertaining exchange. Kizaru actually seems like a wholesome guy. Like, him and Sentomaru had like a very much uncle and nephew type of relationship. This dude even went as far back to tell Sentomaru he was so cute back then. What? I'm definitely curious about what Kizaru's gonna do, because right now, Kizaru is dead set on eliminating Vegapunk. And I'm wondering, with the history that they got, why is he so fixated on taking him out? I mean, Sentomaru's acting out, but I mean, he didn't eliminate Sentomaru, he just incapacitated him. The uncle and nephew relationship between Sentomaru and Kizaru is definitely similar to the student and mentor relationship that Garp and Aokiji have. Okay, so Rob Lucci. We gonna look at this Rob Lucci and Zoro situation, right? Kaku, stay out of it. Sanji already handed you your ass. So Rob Lucci, king of the sneaking nation, right, tries to kill Vegapunk. And I mean, Stussy actually gets in front of him and takes the hit. Zoro, the king of all smoke on sight, literally clashes with Rob Lucci, right? And I actually love what he says to Rob Lucci. Looks like he waited for backup to grow a spine. That's funny. Then he proceeds to say, you should already know by now not to underestimate us. Man, anything Zoro says is actually just cold, like legit. But Rob Lucci states, "You're all as good as dead now that me and Kizaru are working together now." And I mean, we all know that this is like the New World version of Saboti, where the Straw Hats actually take the W this time. I really just want to see Rob Lucci take an L, because I'm not gonna lie, pre-time skip, when him and Zoro went at it, I mean, Rob Lucci ran his pockets. Zoro fought King and won. Rob Lucci is not stronger than King. Do not even at me. Not a chance. So Zoro's definitely taking the W. I just really want to see how bad a W he's going to take. I really want to see how big the power gap is between Zoro and Rob Lucci, because when Rob Lucci fought Gear 5th Luffy, this guy couldn't even touch him. Rob Lucci couldn't even touch Luffy. He got his pockets ran, and that was the end of that chapter. Either way, the battle's begun, and I mean, everybody's going crazy. This chapter was another fire-ass chapter from Oda, and I cannot wait to read 1092. But yo, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and man, I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.